Hi, let's learn today how to use Blender software in computer. First, we'll go to the menu and type Blender. Now the Blender software is opening. The version of the Blender software we are using here is 3.3.1 as displayed over here. So this is a general interface of the Blender in which first it shows which interface we want to use. Like you can see here, there is a general option given: 2D animation, sculpting, VFX, video editing. For our case, we'll be using general because we want to use general interface to draw some shapes. So let's click on it. Now, as you can see here, there are three panes which we can see. This one, the bigger one smaller, and one here in a rectangular shape. Now, this pane is called as the viewport pane. Why? Because here, if we go and check in the editor type, it is showing 3D viewport. This pane is called as the outliner pane. Okay. And this pane is called as the properties pane. We'll be using these three panes in this video to draw some shapes. So what does this pane does? Whatever changes which I do in my software, this pane shows me. For example, as you can see here, there is Z, X, and Y. What happens if I click on Z? Let's see. Now, as you can see, I can see from the top part of that cube. Now let's click on X. Now I can see from the side view. Now how to decide from which direction I'm viewing it? That's why this point is helpful: X, Y, and Z. This is called as viewpoint. When I click on X, I'm watching the shape in the X direction. When I'm clicking on Y, I'm watching the shape in the Y direction. And when I'm clicking on Z, I'm watching the shape in the Z direction. If I click on it and drag it like this, now you can see this thing decides how I can view my shape. Now let's see some other options. Now as you can see here, there is one lens option where plus is given. Let's click on it, okay, and take our mouse on top. What is happening? The shape maximizes. If I get our mouse down, it is minimizing. It is a zoom in and zoom out option. So next thing, which is a move the view option, like a hand icon. Let's click on it and hold a click and just move your mouse. As you can see, my shape is moving, isn't it? See, I can use this option. I can use my mouse scroll also to zoom this. If I scroll my mouse from in the top direction, which is clockwise direction, it zooms. If I want to zoom out, I can scroll in the anti-clockwise direction. Now let's see some other things. We will skip this part later because it will be understood better next time in the next video.